Hey everybody, welcome back to the last hour here of episode 12 of Burning Crowns. So, yeah, so last episode, Sir Onan wrote back to the church in New Svetven about, hey, I want to establish a new temple. We need deacons of stone to be sent, right?
Yep.
Well, you're going to get some news back today. And it's going to be by your father. I guess this gets sent to you via, I mean, it's not Raven, but like, is there a religious courier service? Is it a Raven?
You're muted, by the way, Arthur.
Is there something special? Because this, think of
someone has the
high priority message.
Well, then there's definitely birds of war. So
okay, is it like an eagle, like a hawk or something? Like
it's probably
badass?
some bird that doesn't exist in the real world because it's as trainable as a pigeon, but also
Can
like
well, can I suggest something? Then?
Sure.
It's like a two-headed brown eagle.
That's pretty sweet.
It's called a razor beak, and they're typically metal plated.
Ooh, it's terrifying. But no, they're two-headed. It's kind of like the bird of Brevoy, in a way. Kind of like how a dragon was two-headed. It's similar.
Oh.
So, anyways, yeah. One of them, it's all basically lands here with a priority message for you.
Jesus Christ. War. All right.
It's got the seal of Solstend on it.
I stare at the bird with little Christmas lights flickering in my eyes.
Yeah.
Daddy is calling. So I take the cylinder off the leg, open the cylinder, remove parchment, open parchment, read parchment.
Yeah, so it's orders. It's orders saying that the 478th is to be withdrawn back to Brevoy, back to the keep, pending a They have intelligence that an attack in the capital is going to happen soon. They need all available forces. They're saying it's basically what you hear from your father is belay like the deacon of stone to be sent to consecrate the temple.
Belay,
Yeah,
urgent, immediate reinforcements.
No,
Belay.
it's not like they're being besieged right now, but they're saying that we can't. Actually, what they say to you is that he doesn't trust who you're with.
That's reasonable.
He
says he can't trust their charter or anything. He needs you guys back. He has strong suspicion that there will be some kind of civil war. He just doesn't know which way the sides are going to go yet. And basically he just doesn't want, he wants all his pieces available to him.
Oh, goody. Well, I had to go from being one person's pawn to another. So I write another missive on the parchment, roll it up, and then send the warbird down to the fort to have the 478th recalled from the fort. I'm not going to spend a day going down there to get back. Like, I'm going to go. So I think I get this letter, and then we go to the reveal room that Swan had prepared.
Yeah.
Yes, the plan room.
The plan room. The strategy room.
I believe he expressly said the reveal room that I haven't used yet for the reveal.
That's exactly what I said.
It's like Oleg's bedroom. What?
And this is what I am revealing.
So Onan, you're here, right?
Yeah, I'm walking in like a little late and a little flustered.
So, Gentlemen, I think everybody here but Mason can assume that given the nature of our charter, that we will probably be sent back here to continue to secure this area. Yes, we're all in basic agreement that Brevoy is looking to expand in some way.
Of course.
Okay. Well, I had a few thoughts on that regard, and I pull a sheet off of a table, and it's just hundreds and hundreds of documents of planning.
It's a lot of paper.
This wandering around the woods is an enormous waste of our time.
I agree.
When we return to New Stettin, my plan is to hire as many knights and mercenary captains and free men as possible to return to this location and prepare to march through the Gnarl Marshes. Now, we will wait 2 months for them to return, and at that point, we will, whether the Gnarl Marshes is cleared out or not, I expect we will make a good effort of it. Once that's completed, we will take the city of Mivon in the Riverlands, securing an enormous swathe of the border. Now, some of you might remember Mivon as being the location of House Manning's guardsmen. They tend to hire mercenaries out of their city. It's actually a former Brevoyan colony where the Brevoyans, who were unwilling to side with my ancestor, Bannerman, Torgal the Conqueror, fled to. They've been called the coward Brevois, the ones that flee, etc.
Yeah.
And I believe we can take this city with exactly one person.
Oh.
I believe that Onan Solston can become governor of this city. You see, they have what I would consider a very quaint and stupid practice, but which I'm sure Onan will enjoy greatly.
Honor duels.
Honor duels. You see, the current governor has decreed that should any man defeat him in a duel, they will become the governor. However, they must fight their way up through the ranks of honor duels, and so you need only fight 2 fights. Kill his bodyguard and kill him in a series of honor duels, and you will be governor of a very large, very wealthy city full of very good duelists.
That prospect excites me greatly, but
I thought it might.
I would be happy to do that, and I think we would all be happy to see it. Unfortunately, we do not all get what we want. There are several kinks that I have to announce in your plan. The first is that knights and mercenaries are going to be in short supply. I'll just throw the document onto the table. War is coming to the capital.
Whoa, dude, hold on. I'm sorry, I didn't say this, but this is implied. This is like Church of Gorum, like orders.
Yeah,
they're being like we can't trust anybody. We're withdrawing troops and stuff like that. And you're just gonna share that with people? Like it would be implied that like this is a military order that like you wouldn't share. Is what I'm saying.
Is it the front of the letter?
It's like classified, right?
Classified.
Yeah. It's like got the stamp of classified. You know what? Does that make sense?
All right.
I didn't specify that, but like, yeah, this isn't like, hey son, how's it going? By the way, would you mind just coming home real quick? I need you to take out the garbage, like, and like, I got some leaves in the backyard.
All
no,
right.
this is
so
like,
instead, I won't do that. I will say I would be happy to engage in that little plan, Swan. But unfortunately, the 478th and myself are being recalled to the capital, and
we'll talk later.
Very well. There's much to discuss.
Yeah.
Now, the second part of my daring plan. I know you thought marching and taking one of the River Kingdom cities was very daring, but why stop there when we can also march on Pitax using Nivonese mercenaries? This is a city, as you might recall, ruled by an insane king who holds all of his artists and holy men in chains. Is it? I thought it was a king.
Queen. It's Queen Ironvetti.
You're not Queen Ironvetti. Cool. I assume that if we go there, Father Demetrius can get a whole bunch of new followers and converts after we break their chains.
Before Mason comments on this plan, because I think it sounds amazing, before they do that, I would like to see if I know enough about Swan's lands to assert whether or not he can back this plan up. Because if he doesn't have the infrastructure to make this work, it's not going to. He needs like a certain level of... He needs to be able to provide a certain amount of grain for his troops to eat, a certain amount of weapons, a certain amount of munitions, etc.
I believe when we return to New Svetlana, I can attempt to gain aid through either family or the church. Maybe not completely without let or lean, but aid nonetheless.
Is there is that doable, Eric?
It's definitely conceivable, but throughout the day, I guess like fast forwarding here, just so letting you guys know, you're all going to be receiving letters from superiors being like,
yeah,
hey, by the way, your charter is probably, we got news that you're going to be wrapped up. You're probably coming back here. That's good. We really need to talk. Like, everyone's like, we really need to talk. You're getting a bunch of letters from, for example, like, what's her name? I forgot her name, but Zertova, the Queen Regent. Or the Queen, not the Regent, but the Queen. I forget her name. It's not Regent Noleski. It's the other one. Anyways, she's writing. Laurental's girlfriend. She's writing to you, Demetrius. Sir Kevin Manning, you're gonna get a letter. Mason, you don't get anything.
Hehehe, loser.
We can diffuse this situation. I think it's clear that whatever the vote comes to at the end of the year, war may be upon us. By draining the country of as many free troops as possible, and by unifying us behind conquest, we may be able to delay or even completely diminish the threat of civil war. Happy, wealthy people don't go to war against each other.
So, Eric.
Yeah.
About the question I had earlier, because this will determine whether or not Mason is gonna throw in on this plan or not.
Does he have the logistics?
Yes. Does the Swan's holdings, House Swan's holdings, do they fit the bill of the scope he's aiming for?
You don't have the expertise to answer that question. It's not a hard no. It's possible. It's like a maybe, but whether you don't have, I don't think you have the access to his accounts and everything like that. He has the skill if he actually had the money. And so that he has a lot of money. He makes a lot of, he's one of the wealthiest houses.
So what I'm jogging for here is, and what my argument is for making this work is,
this would cost a lot, right?
I'm not looking for the nitty gritty details. I'm not looking for his bank book.
Oh, it's just eyeballing it.
Oh, yeah. So House Swan has access to this, roughly this amount of acres of farmland, which means that logistically speaking, you cannot feed X number of soldiers without these. I'm just seeing is this that's my angle, right?
Oh yeah, no, he would need to make some deals with some people, but he has the money, he has the liquidity to secure what he needs. Cool. That makes sense.
I take that to mean no test is required, in which case Mason is
without needing. Yeah, this is just an eyeball assessment.
Yeah,
and I think this is the big seller that the Sertovans might go for. I believe I can fund this entire war entirely by myself. You see, before you start laughing, Eric, I've recently found that my faith in Abadar has been rewarded. My books are clearer than ever, and it seems that my credit is unending.
There is it is possible that you could do this, Your Eminence.
Yes, I know it's possible. That's why I spent months planning it and writing out documents.
Then what does it tell you that Mason is just eyeballing what you've been doing and like, yep.
Now, Mason, you might be wondering why you're here. Mostly because I don't particularly like you, and I still don't know why you're anywhere in the location. However, whatever forces we have will probably need some assistance in the arcane areas, especially if this shadow, ghost, demon... Why are you shaking your head, Mason?
There are a few, to borrow Sir Onan's words, a few kinks in this plan that I think you might want to see adjusted.
Well, it's a good thing we have a month's ride back to New Svetlana.
Plenty of time to figure it all out.
Plenty of time to plan a coup.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay, that's good. I'm not real big on peasants talking about coups. It makes noble people nervous.
Noble people talking about coups, however, is just par for the course.
I mean, you know, someone has to discuss it.
It's called conquest in that case.
Yeah.
So
It's a coup when the peasantry do it. When the
Exactly.
nobles do it, it's a smooth transition of power.
Or usurpation, depending on who's the loser.
yep.
So my question to you, Count Swan, would be, if you intend to involve me in this, because it is an interesting proposition. If you intend to involve me in this, I need to know how you intend to involve me. If you intend to involve me because, as you mentioned, your troops might need my arcane experience, then I am afraid.
I intend to involve you as a captain
by
of
the
an army unit.
by the way, AP, I feel like I should probably give you a little bit of a lay of the monetary landscape of Brevoy, and just so you know, as far as who has the most money, like who finances everything, House Abadar probably is. It's a plurality system, but they have the most money.
You mean
Probably.
the Sertovans?
Do you
yeah,
mean
no,
the Church of Abadar or House Sertova?
No, the House Sertova does not have. In terms of like banking, they just secure lines of credit from Abadar, and the second largest one, which would be House Leveton. They're a large trading and banking group. That's because House Rogarvia and their Rogarvians, they don't really see eye to eye with Isians, right? They're largely, it's largely Rosslyn. Yeah. So that's the big thing is that like House Leveton is sort of like the Isian bank stuff and like side of like trading and financing. Abadar kind of sits in the middle and is largely like the arbitrator of everything, and making sure that things get done right, and then then you're kind of like the part of the Rosslyn banking, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. So I just want to give you a quick little it makes like a triangle of like
The
power.
plan is to throw giant piles of money, Demetrius's circles, and all sorts of other stuff into getting whatever army we can.
Mhm.
Burning the Gnarl Marshes down if we have to, and then go conquer some cities, because this is called Kingmaker, guys, and burning crowns, not burning walk around the forest and fight a shadow demon.
Yeah.
This is what we hire adventurers and apparently, I guess, witchers for.
Oh yeah, there will be witchers for sure. We'll get there. No, that's why I'm super excited about this next arc of our show is going to be more of the politicking and getting ready for things, and getting set up is going to require identifying where you guys are going to draw alliances. because the political situation is complicated.
If Lord Sotova will throw his support behind your endeavor.
I assume he'll. What did I write my instinct as?
I assume that he will always throw his support behind my endeavors.
No, it was very close. I assume Demetrius will back my plans. I say out loud.
Yeah.
If Lord Sotova will back you, then I will join in too.
That's cool, because I was going to make you governor of Pitax when this is done. That way you could be a noble and have enough money to practice the sorcery you pretend not to care about every time I mention it. Yes, that's right. I'm providing something for everyone. Challenges, giant piles of money, more money. That's mostly for me. Followers, sorcery.
I mean, it all sounds great.
It's not easy writing giant plans for weeks.
Commit me to be greedy.
You are greedy. Every time I turn around, you're asking someone for money.
Sure. Commit me to be greedy, Your Eminence. I will make a demand of you. I will throw my support into this endeavor if you will listen when I speak.
Listen, we have a month to get to New Svetlana. Let me think about it.
I think we're going to talk a lot on the road back to New Svetlana.
Good.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the capital, Mason?
I have, once. My father was a haberdasher. We went.
How long ago was that again?
It's a long while ago.
Well, perhaps
I was but a young girl.
Perhaps I can show you a part of the city that you may not have seen. It's a wonderful city, New Svetlana.
I look forward to it.
I enjoy giving you all the tour.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll probably leave then. If that's wait, where are we planning on leaving? Has that been established?
It sounds like this is actually where we're done with the episode because we're all on the road to New Svetlana.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna pick up in New Svetlana, or maybe on the road.
On the road.
But yeah, we're gonna be entering Brevoy and politics proper. The next few episodes.
Listen, they all want to have a civil war with each other. We have to be the responsible adults, apparently, and get them to stop.
By making war with them.
Or
we make war for them on other people. Our citizens' life are worth more than their citizen lives.
You and I were gonna have a talk at some point about how money doesn't buy loyalty, because you need something called right to rule before the common man will throw in beside you.
He's a count.
We'll see.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
That's the thing.
That's a conversation for a different episode.
My persuasion dice say otherwise. my resource dice.
So that's just it, right? His persuasion dice could be that very thing, but his resource dice will not do it alone.
I've got
your persuasion dice cash checks, your resource die can't cash, little man.
What the fuck?
I don't think I actually
checks
this session.
Your what?
I don't think I actually rolled at all this session.
Oh no.
We did. It was more of role play than. Yeah.
A wrap up session, I think.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Goals.
Yeah.
Beautiful planning. A beautiful plan. I love just unveiling the idea that we're gonna get knights together somehow, and then we're gonna pay a lot of mercenaries, and then we're gonna wreck shit, and it's gonna be.
Don't worry about it. It's all gonna work out. Don't worry.
Way more complicated than that. It's like
Sure it is. But the pitch wasn't, and that's why I'm going. let's light the sucker on fire. Like yes, let's do that.
I guess what you're trying to say is on fire. What you're trying to say is. Let's burn this crown.
Yeah!
I wish I had my crown sitting within arm's reach so I could put it on, but I don't.
Yo, Burger King crown?
No, I have a tiara type shit. Sorry, what do they call it when it's a dude's? A circlet.
A circlet.
I got it for Pendragon.
Oh. I don't know. All right, but anyways, let's do beliefs, instincts, and goals. Let's do some Martha.
Cool.
All right,
let's do it.
I think I got persona for send people out into the forest on my behalf and do stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
I know you. I don't know if you solved your belief again. You didn't work at your first belief, Sam. Again.
Yeah.
I was really hoping you would just maybe talk to Daniel a little bit. I was so about like, hey, what'd you hear back from the thing? And it would anyways.
I missed that one. But I think I got persona for my second belief, which is I feel like I got Mason on my side, at least for the time being. Not with magic, but not with gold.
You got the secret speaker on your.
Share those juicy secrets. Speaking of which, Eric, would you be open to us like having a little chat about mechanizing the acquisition of secrets as something that adds to Mason's power?
Yeah, I don't know. Those words sound really good together.
I like them words coming out of your mouth.
I don't know what that's looking like, but I like the idea behind it and want to explore further.
It's resources for secrets. Occasionally, he just goes up to a guy and he's like, "Look at this piece of paper I've got," and they're like,
"Yeah." Well, essentially, you want to essentially create secret like funds you can cast of knowledge. Is that kind of what you're imagining?
I just know that it, like the words like fit so well together in my head. I was like,
because I actually really like that idea of you like studying gives you like this potential pool of secret like knowledge information dice that you can like spend on rolls as like research as almost like a graduated test that then you have like a cache of knowledge. Anyways, okay.
Also, depending on where we start next time, do belief 3 probably either fate or persona.
I'm sorry, what?
What's the belief?
For my third belief, it's the one, it's time to think bigger, the bandits are dealt with, it's time to begin the next phase of the preparations for the end, starting with reporting to the crown. So depending on where we're picking up next time, that's either fate or persona.
Oh, persona.
Sure.
Then. I think the first session when we come back is going to be like very aggressive in terms of like this is the situation right now. This is what's going on.
And then I definitely got
untie this political knot is the idea that I have.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of you guys doing what you want to do with the background of this. Anyways, continue.
Sorry. I definitely think I took the game in an interesting direction with both your lordship, and then either ambitious or predatory for my interaction with Mason. Either or.
Yeah, I mean predatory. I think yeah.
And then your lordship for my interchange with the hunter.
Yeah.
That was about to get you into trouble. That's true.
I mean, it was going to get somebody in trouble. Probably not him.
2 fate, 2 persona.
I mean, yeah, okay.
I have a question, Eric. Do I also get fate or persona for I am responsible to the people?
Oh yeah, your noblesse oblige.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know it's belief. You earn fate from that.
Fate, excellent. I mean, not really. I have so much fate.
Fate for days.
Oh, what? You don't want any more fate?
Let me tell you about Persona Senpai.
What?
Jason Persona waifu.
All right. Who else?
I got Persona for pay Swan back for his disrespect, and that's it. Got nothing else.
So.
All right. I guess I'm gonna step up to the plate then. I think I take Persona for my first belief. I made the plans for the expansion of this place, and I got Swan to take them and use them.
Yeah,
So
and like them. Yeah.
So I'll take a persona for that. I think I take persona for my second belief too, because I think I did what I was supposed to do by hanging out with Shoshone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think I take fate for the third one by endeavoring to investigate the places of power around this place, and by advising, basically like talking to these guys in power, being like, "No, you should chill your shit because you might step on a dragon's tail in that forest."
Listen, man, dragons are friends of my house. We use them to conquer the country. I'll just talk to it. Nothing bad will ever happen.
All right. So let's see. Did I earn for anything else? Did I get in trouble for any of my instincts? Always accept a worthy task. I mean, so here's the thing. I got into a situation by stepping to the hunter and being like, no, I will go and deal with this shit. I'll go and do it right now. Caused me to come into a situation where I had to make some tests to succeed, but I did succeed. Does that mean I won't earn fate for that because I succeeded at getting out of trouble, or do I earn fate for it getting me in trouble that I then succeeded at getting out of?
No, getting into trouble is that's what you earn fate for.
So this philosopher king here just.
Then always lash out before backing down. Did I do that? I don't feel like I did that.
No.
No, you didn't lash out against the.
I mean,
what's his
you
name?
lashed out against Shoshone, but you did it.
Yeah.
You were like, "Fuck that bitch!" Oh my god, Odin!
Well, I was gonna say
You did call her
I was gonna say the
bitch,
the hunter situation at the start of the episode. You didn't do anything.
No.
It also definitely didn't get him in trouble.
If I fail, blame it on something else. I don't think so either. Did I take the story in an interesting direction with extremely respectful, conspicuous, arrogant, curious? Yeah, I think I got the story in a different direction with curious by going out and taking a look into this stuff. Now suddenly it's like, is there a skin changer? Are demons possessing people traveling to and from the place?
Well,
She's just dead. That's all there is to it. You're like, is this Stranger
No.
Things? Like, it's just Law and Order.
No, I have a I have. Can I share with you? Can I share with you what
You've got a weirdness clock going on, and what's gonna happen is we're gonna come back and burn the forest down, and you're gonna be like, "Oh no, my claw!"
No, can I peel back the curtain a little bit? It'd been really funny.
Sure.
Yeah, no, the thing is already at your fort.
Yes, it's gonna be delightful.
Actually, no. The irony is that it's totally Fyodor, and that you were gonna kill him. And I was like, oh wow, oh, you literally okay.
That's so good. Well, eventually we will find out, and then Demetrius will feel all the more vindicated.
Well, right now it's Fyodor, but yeah. So that I thought that was fucking hilarious that you were like, well, that you were going to kill him. I was like, well, it's going to explain that there's going to be this bloodless, like morphing fungus thing.
Man, that would have been so good for Demetrius. We were just like, of course I knew it all.
Yeah, I know. I thought that's where we were going to go this whole session, and then it stepped in. And I was like, okay.
All right. Well, that means I take 2
I'm the worst
persona.
at fucking keeping secrets. I can't keep secrets for this ideas.
It's fine. So the best kind of secrets, in my opinion, just on a role playing, the best kind of secrets are the secrets everyone knows.
Yeah, I literally will write down a couple of secrets in different notes and stuff like that. And so my Burning Crown character notes document and stuff is here, and it's shape-shifting doppelganger that can manipulate with dreams. Currently, Fyodor. I'm like, well, goddamn. Yeah. So, anyways,
Good times.
So we're gonna go back to the fort. There's only gonna be one person left alive. Be like, the shapeshifter
thank
killed
God
everyone.
thank God you're here.
I
was strongly considering it. Someone else being another second Count Ronald being like he's the real one, but I didn't want to.
Did you see that? That sounds like the space thing that I posted in your general Discord. where
About
the guy's
Ramirez.
like, Ramirez is sitting next to you.
Yeah, the nothing puts space really puts things in perspective when you hear a banging on the outside of your space capsule in orbit, and you see it's Ramirez calling in, returning from a repair mission, and Ramirez is sitting next to you inside.
So I think if that was the situation had actually happened, we would have hundreds of years down the line heard about the wisdom of Solston, which is when presented with 2 Count Ronalds and one's an imposter.
Kill them both. Like, it is a good idea that you didn't do that, because that would have been what Onan did. Well, we got to make sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this one was.
I don't know. It didn't turn into a bloodless lump. It appears to be bleeding. Let's just check.
Yep. All right. So that'll do it for us this week.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys next week on the 8th.
So long, farewell. Off feeders saying good night.
Yeah. I know I'm not streaming for the rest of the day. What's everyone else doing? And
Nothing.
AP, are you gonna be on stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna be running Lords of Waterdeep in like 2 hours.
Yay!
Yeah. So in about an hour, I am gonna probably go to bed in an hour or so, because
You were up super late last night, man.
Yeah, I was. But it was New Year's, right? So I was like hyped on sugar and caffeine and all sorts of shit, and I was like, I'm gonna whatever. People are like writing, it's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I mean, this was a good time. I have some. I made some notes for this session. If you want to, like, just about Burning Wheel, if you're interested.
Cool. And when
yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I was just gonna say, yeah, and then when you talk about your idea of secrets as a resource thing.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things I wrote down here was the question came up during play, like, what's up when an NPC wants to lie to a player character? That was a thing that happened where we was like, how am I, like, what skill am I going to use to call the bluff? It is my opinion in this game that Burning Wheel works best when you, as the game master, just says he's lying to you.
Yeah.
Like, the guy's lying. Like, does your character pick up on this?
Yeah.
Do you fail to pick up on it? Okay. And then work from there, because knowing that the person is lying is not usually the problem, right? The problem is what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, exactly. And that's usually, that's like a story game technique-y kind of thing. And yeah, it kind of works, I guess.
What it really came down to is I didn't care whether he was lying.
Yeah.
It didn't serve
Yeah, he kind of wanted to know, but he was going to say that he wasn't regardless.
I was just going to suggest that because in my perusal of the Burning Wheel forums, in my many long travels, I have come across a couple of threads that talked about how do we handle NPCs lying to PCs, and I saw Luke advised basically being like, just tell them and just like see what they're going to do about it, because the interesting part is the beliefs.
Listen up, you motherfucker. Daniel. I told you about this last night, but I want to make it clear. I went to the Burning Wheel forums last night because I was like, lol. And I was like, man, this situation sounds really familiar right now. Like, wow, this is word for word exactly what happened to Mason. And then I was like, wait, shit, it's Niran who's posting it. And then I was like, wait, all 5 other topics, and all of them are Niran.
Yep. I use that forum very regularly because
I can see that.
As a player and a GM, I come across situations where I'm like, I don't actually know how this game handles this, either because it's like between 2 lines that I didn't read or something, or the game handles it in a specific way that's unclear to me. And I'm just like, so what do I do if my players summon a god? You burn the god.
I read that thread too.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
It's a rough time.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun studying that thing. It's taking a little while to burn it. I'm not finished yet, but I haven't needed it yet. But it's actually pretty funny. The monster burner is pretty cool.
Listen, you just has 10 white dice and everything.
Yep.
Not 10, but it has white dice in most things.
Literally everything.
A lot of W's in that stat block.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll think up like a preliminary version of something about using secrets as a resource, and send it your way, and you can take a look at it and like.
Yeah, I'm super interested in it. So cool. So we have a lot to do for next sessions. But I guess then the last thing that to say then is that in the future, Dr. Wreckage won't be joining us for the next episodes, and this was his last episode.
Bye.
Yeah. So that's it. Changing of the guard. The burning wheel keeps turning, I guess. So, yeah. All right. Well, that'll do it for us today. We'll be back next week with more games in 2017. Can't wait to get back on the old scheduled routine of games. The holidays are over. So, all right. Take care, everybody.